armpit stink is like increased.
Yeah, there's no such thing as cleaning mine either.
I think it's because of...
Like I've washed.
It's probably the shitty food you're eating.
No, well, it could be that, but also like ketosis.
That's part of it.
This is what the rain did last night to the bridge. Yes, the bridge is still standing, but that is a huge concrete block that's been washed away. So back on the trail first thing in the morning. Didn't get out of the shuttle until after 9 o'clock, but some of the trail looks pretty dry. But as you get closer to what you think is a stream, because you don't know whether it's leaves blowing in the wind or whether it's actually a stream, there's a bit of anticipation as to how much water it is. I've been across 2 little brooks, they weren't too bad, so coming down means we're probably coming to a reasonable sized stream, and you can tell from the debris around just how high it was. The early shots of the bridge, that's the bridge you come across, northbound or southbound, but this bridge you come across, and it's pretty clear that there was actually water over the bridge yesterday, so probably a wise decision not to get out there, or the day before. But yeah, just doing a bit of traversing. You hear the noise of water, what you think is water, for ages. It doesn't take much sort of cascading over rocks for water to make a lot of noise. Very new smelling bridge. So this is what the water's doing. On the other side, you see how high it came. Much lower now, but there are lots of risks of landslides, so we'll see. Just atop a hill. I've no idea what hill it is, but it's a beautiful view. It's a hot day, which is fine, sultry day. We can see the impact of the water. The water crossings aren't actually that bad so far, but yeah, you can see the impact of the water. Just listen how dark. Just listen how quiet it is, apart from me walking and the birds. There you can see how wide it got yesterday. Much calmer today. All that noise for a stream, and it's actually not too bad today. But you can see how high it was in the storm. And look, my assistant's going to show you how to get over. Come on, assistant. Show me how. There it is. What a genius. It's a shame you don't have smell-o-vision because, yeah, it's a bit sultry, but the perfume from all the wildflowers is great. So, wow, nice view. This is towards the end of Vermont. I think we've been shown Vermont's teeth in the first few days when it rained and rained and rained, and it was for water instead of for mud, and then it was for mud, and then came off trail because literally every trail was a river or a small stream, and it's pretty pointless just bashing through those for hours and hours. And we put our tents up in the rain. It rained all night, and we put our tents away in the rain, and it rained for another 2 or 3 hours. So we made the decision to come off trail. We had to dry stuff. That's the main reason. And now we're back on trail. Day 112. A day of sort of coincidences. I was in a shelter, no, in a hostel last night, and one of the people in the hostel, a female hiker called Elf, who's from California. She actually grew up in the town that I grew up in Hertfordshire, called Welwyn Garden City, which was weird. And then I've just found out that about half a mile behind me, is somebody from my own town where I currently live. So somebody who's trying to catch up with me. So I imagine by the end of the day, he will have caught up. He's a bit younger, a bit bigger. But yeah, so today we're trying to do a 21 miler to get into Norwich. We have a trail angel who I think is putting us up for the night. And then tomorrow we'll cross over the bridge into New Hampshire and start that bit of the adventure. But today's been very kind with the weather. I think it is supposed to thunderstorm towards the end. It wouldn't make sense. It's getting hotter and hotter as the day progresses. Yeah, so we're just making our way through the last bits of Vermont, which are, to be fair, without water, very kind. You can see where the water has been. All the water crossings are done so far. All the creeks and streams. Yeah, you just bounce across them on rocks, but you can see where the water was, in which case pretty much every stream people would have been shoe deep or even ankle deep. So yeah, so far it's a good day. Some chattering birds. So let's see where the day takes us. This is the White River at West Hertford. Obviously, we've had an awful lot of rain recently, and as you can see, it's pretty full. It's pretty full. What a weird bit of forest. Quite a lot of different style of forest today. This is certainly interesting. The trees and the path. To show how plans change, 3 days ago, before all the water, we were going to go to the Happy Hill shelter, but times change, distances change, weather changes, and well, the distances you want to go change, and so now we're pushing on to Norwich, which is sort of 2-3 miles ahead, probably a bit more, but plans change. You've got to be flexible. Nature doesn't respect your schedule. This is called the Bloody Brook. It's on the way into Norwich. Just over that crest of that hill will be Norwich.